Doom scrolling. It's the one thing that we cannot kick as individuals. It is something that is set up in a way that social media algorithms are all there to set your dopamine levels skyrocketing. So you overjoy on scrolling. That any given time you grab your phone in the hope to find that same level of hit. You try to relax and you think, all right, I'm on a 5-minute break at work. Let's overstimulate. And you find yourself with lacking the ability to ever be still. In this video, I will discuss the untold effects of doom scrolling, and at the very end, I will have actionable steps and what I do to stop it. First, we need to understand what dopamine is. Dopamine is a chemical messenger in the brain, acting as the brain's reward chemical. It is also correlated to motivation, pleasure, learning, also regulating movement, mood, and hormone release. Just by that statement alone, you can understand the importance of regulating your dopamine levels. And the first step is understanding that each of us have a baseline. A baseline is a level that is set before we do anything crazy throughout the day. To get a spike of dopamine or a spike of happiness is to partake in something that is extremely short-term rewarding, like masturbation or drugs. When you partake in one of those activities that feels so amazing, your dopamine levels spike and it releases these chemicals which make it feel so good. But the downside is after releasing so much dopamine, your base level, which was here before you spiked, is now reduced. So when it's time to go back to normal living, it is meek and almost sad because the level of set happiness we've just had has been reduced by the excess of pleasure. And the only way to increase our base level of dopamine is to do difficult activities. So we say there's short-term gratifications, scrolling on your phone, porn, masturbation, drugs, video games, and then there's difficult things like finishing schoolwork, a work project, working out, going on a hike, these delayed gratifications which in the long term seem like they are not fun. Maybe they even reduce our dopamine levels, but in the end it is shown to increase our baseline so we can enjoy the simple things without the excess of pleasure. So with this new insight of dopamine, we can understand the biggest problem that scrolling has on our mind, which is the constant hit of dopamine, the constant hit of pleasure. And if you realize how the algorithm works, it is all set up to maximize your attention of your dopamine. At first, you'll pick up your phone and you'll see a video when you scroll on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, Facebook, whatever it is, whatever your vice is, you will scroll and the first video is going to be so catching because it knows exactly what you like, what is articulated to your personality. And then the next one's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Slowly losing your attention, but then it hooks you again with the video you do want to see. It is a rise of attention, lowered rise. So it tricks your mind literally to a chemical compound level that it is training you to look and hunt. And if you've ever been self-aware, you're scrolling and scrolling, waiting for that next hit, and that could be hours away. And every time you do that, it also dilutes your level of dopamine, meaning you're only going to be more nullified, waiting for a bigger and bigger hit. It has gotten you hooked. And when it has you hooked, you will realize you have no more want for the duties and tasks of life. It has become a falling point that anytime you are bored, you know there's a quick hit of dopamine of happiness. So when you're in line at Subway, I'm just going to pull out my phone for 3 seconds. You're like an addict trying to get another hit. It becomes your falling point at any moment to go to this addiction you have accumulated by a chemical compound in your mind. It's not just building it up. It has been trained to activate the dopamine in your life. The next problem's with this scrolling issue, because we got to understand what the issue is before we can cure the problem of doom scrolling, when we waste tens of hours per week. I mean, there's people that are on their phone 12 hours a day. Like, you can see the results on your iPhone or Samsung or whatever you have. It's there and you can measure it. And a lot of people resort to this as an escapism. It is the utmost thing that I hate about it, which other people praise. It is so easy to relax by picking up your phone and just escaping. All right, I'm going to desocialize. I'm just going to bring this bubble around me and I'm going to decide to scroll for a little bit. And it's terrible because it completely draws you out of reality, in the sense of, you could be cleaning your room, you pick up your phone. Oh, what was I just doing? Scroll. Oh, what was I just doing? I would literally pick up my phone multiple times after setting it down to do the exact same habit that I've been confined to, just to eventually realize, oh, I came in my room to grab something and I saw my phone. I escaped my consciousness and my reality. So you need to be careful to not use doom scrolling as just a means of entertainment or escaping the things around you. And the biggest thing, that this is actually a study, maybe I'll throw it onto the screen, is now that we can see that only affects our cognitive function, but there's studies that it reduces your critical thinking and your ability to strive towards achievement. Dopamine is the chemical correlated to achievement. You have a release of dopamine when you achieve something. So people in Thailand went to college students and they wanted to see the correlation of critical thinking, striving in school, and the effects of social media usage. They saw that students of female and male gender had a reduced amount of mental health and the ability to score on a critical thinking chart. So critical thinking has been defined as being aware of one's own thought process and what one is trying to do or achieve. You pick up your phone after escaping only to be hit by a moment of, I can't even think, a null mind. So this brings me to the third problem that I have with doom scrolling, is the usurpation of one's mind. Not only do we know from this study that it reduces your ability to just think as a person, it also skews your emotions. It causes you to be shot off in so many different directions. The older generation had the TV, which was their form of propaganda and skewing all these views upon them. Our version is doom scrolling. Because how many times do you pick up your phone and the whole thing is the new trend, the new political uproar? And yes, I understand that there's things going on in life that maybe you need to be updated about to some level. But how much does that actually affect you? It doesn't. Yeah, there's stuff going all over the world. Place is a terrible place sometimes. But you are a man on a mission or a purpose of cultivating one's self-improvement. Is it better in yourself to not only waste your time, to skew your mind, but to spend time taking in content that is not correlated to your purpose or mission? There's so many days that I grab my phone when I had Instagram and it's like, oh, something's going on. And I would think about it for a few days, only to snap out of it and realize, shouldn't I be hustling, grinding, building a business? So it changes who you are by this political and self-influence of the algorithm. It's trying to keep you distracted from who you're meant to be. Remember, you are on a mission, and a distraction is holding you back. Some beliefs that you have cultivated, you have to ask yourself, where did this originate? Was this from my consciousness, my revelation, or was it because I watched a TikTok video and I've been obsessing over some political event that doesn't affect me, doesn't affect my mission? And with all these things combined, at the end of the day, we all know it, that doom scrolling makes you feel like shit. I'm just going to say it. You can say, oh, I love scrolling on my phone just for 5 minutes. You know, I'm on a 15-minute break at work, or I'm going to relax after school. But it is destroying you. Every single scroll is a hit of dopamine correlated to make you feel something. Every scroll is a new emotion. And when you take all that stuff in, usually when you get information, like I tell you the sky is blue. Okay, sky is blue. Let me think about it for a little bit. Yeah, the sky's blue. But when you see a short or a reel, whatever it is, oh, the sky's red. Huh, weird. Oh, the earth is flat. Huh. Oh, check out my red car. You're taking in so much nonsense and you're not actually computing it, processing it. So the time you put down your phone, there's a million things actually going on in your mind and you don't even remember any single reel. You just feel so emotionally abused out of it and you have no cognitive feeling. You could watch one video of puppies happily playing and be happy. And then you watch a video of dogs dying and then you get sad. How emotionally and intelligently weak are you to be usurped by such a thing like that? I have to say, if you're addicted to your phone, I have no respect for you because you have no conscience to be in a room with me, to have my attention. You don't deserve it. And when you get your head out of your butt and start realizing the effects of doom scrolling and how it makes you feel, everyone's on it. It's a terrible addiction. So that brings me in, what do I do? The first one, which is going to be the roughest for you, is just deleting it. That's the big boy answer. If you want some rough news, how to quit your bad habit, cold fucking turkey. I deleted Instagram. Yeah, the fear of missing out, FOMO. I was like, what if a friend messages me? What if's going on? You know, what about those edits that I love to watch? 3 days go by. I go on my computer, type in Instagram, log in. Maybe 2 new messages. Just some friends sending reels. Oh, people posting about their lives on their stories. I don't care. I don't really care what's going on with those guys. And if you have a problem with deleting it, if it is like Instagram and there's friends, get their phone numbers, leave it appropriately. Say to your friends like, hey, I'm quitting Instagram for a month. Delete it. Delete TikTok. And just remove it from your life. Because then it's going to be so hard when you pick up your phone. Oh, I don't have the app that I always click on. I guess I'll sit here in boredom and heal my mind. Another one, which I stayed on already, is you realize every single every single scroll is a hit from a drug. It is a new emotion and it makes you want to feel something. Once you understand that, you can look at the videos you are scrolling through in a third perspective and understand, oh, there's a video that makes me happy. This is a video that makes me feel sad. This is a video that makes me feel pride, whatever. And you understand it now and you can put it down. For the third one is the time wasted and the mind that has been abused. How many times have you tried to be productive only to scroll on your phone in front of your computer, in front of your workbook, and you get nothing done? How much does it add to your life just to have a little bit of pleasure? That's what I'm going to leave you with. If you don't know me, I'm Maxwell. I help teach self-improvement. I really appreciate if you like and subscribe, comment down below, and I hope this video helped you. And I'll see you on the next one.